Hi, today we are going to use the Yolo NAS algorithm in order to detect objects. So this would be our sample image. As you can see, we are detecting persons and cars and chairs. We are going to do it in two ways. One will be simple and using automatic functions, and the other one will be extracting the information and drawing everything by ourselves. So let's start with the installation. So we will first of all create a conda environment. Let's name it Yolo -NAS1, and then we are activating this new conda environment. Next, we should install the relevant PyTorch. So in order to do that, we first have to find what is our CUDA version. So in the same command prompt, we will type nvcc ---- version and we'll get our CUDA version installation. And next, based of that, we are going to install the PyTorch. So we will go to the PyTorch website, the browser, look for PyTorch, go inside the PyTorch website, and if we click get started, then we can see the last PyTorch version, which is 2.4. Let's go to the install previous versions, and here you can see for each of those versions what is the command for each CUDA version. For example, as you can see, PyTorch 2.3.1 support CUDA 11.8 and support 12.1. So if I have 11.8, I can copy and paste this command in my Anaconda prompt inside my conda environment, and it will install this PyTorch version. So I decided to install this version 2.1.1. If you would like to follow my tutorial, so install the same version as well. And after that, we have to install the Yolo NAS. It should be Yolo NAS, and this is the command for installing the Python library that includes inside it the Yolo NAS. Let's move forward to our VS Code, and this would be our sample image. I will leave the image and the code as a link in the video description. So let's create a new and fresh Python file. Let's name it simple detection Yolo NAS. And let's start with importing the relevant libraries. We are importing the OpenCV library, which is the most popular library for computer vision tasks. And also we are importing modules and modules with a big M, with uppercase M, from the super gradients. They are used to access and work with the pre-trained models, especially the Yolo NAS model in this case. Next, we load the Yolo NAS model. Here is the function get. It called with the Yolo _NAS_M, which specified the medium version of the Yolo NAS model. Also, the pre-trained weights Coco is to load the model pre-trained for the Coco dataset. Then we are loading our image, our sample image. Don't forget to change the direction of the slashes. And next, we are double check that the image is on a BGR format. So we are using the CV2 color to convert the image to this format. And next, we perform the object detection by calling the predict method on our model with the image as an input. The model processes the image and returns the detected results. I accidentally delete the loading of the image. Let's fix it. So let's run and see the results. Okay, as you can see, the last array is all the 80 Coco dataset, all the classes, and above that, these are the detected objects. 0, 0, 0 means the first index, which is person. There's also a 56 class. We will convert all these numbers to labels, so we will see all the results. Now let's run the show function, and the show function put all the detected bounding boxes over our image. As you can see, this is the fastest way to detect the object and display it. Very good results. As you can see, chairs and persons and cars, but basically we would like to do something else. We would like to extract all the information to understand it better and put it by ourselves on the image. So let's start with extracting all the coordinates of the boxes. We will store it on the bbox variable. It will be on this format: x1, y1, x2 and y2. So the bbox will be an array of bounding boxes. And next we will extract all the labels. So the labels will contain all the classes IDs, so all the numbers of the detected objects in the COCO format. So it will be a number between 0 to 79. Then we'll hold all the confidence score associated for each detection. So this would be a number between 0 to 1, how confident is the detected object. And the class name, basically it's all the relevant classes, all the available classes, names from a person to a chair and car. So all the classes name will be stored in this list. And now we would like to iterate, to loop over the detections, to draw them on the image. For each detected object, we extract the bounding box coordinates, the label, and the confidence score. So as you can see, now we are extracting all the bounding box, all the boxes points for each object. And now we are extracting all the classes name. So we are taking the label and convert it to a text name and store it on the label text. And now we are drawing everything on the image. So first we will draw a rectangle around the detected object using the OpenCV function rectangle. Let's choose a blue color. And the thickness 2 is the thickness of the bounding box. And now let's put the text. We place the label text above the bounding box using the CV2 put text, also in the same color. And as you can see, we put the text about 10 pixels above the bounding box. We are choosing a font, how thick would be the text, the color of the text. Great. So after looping over all the detected object, we would like to display our image. Once again, we are converting everything to a BGR, since OpenCV use BGR as its current channels. So we will use the CV2 function to convert everything to BGR. And at last, finally we display the image with the detected objects in a window using the IMShow function, and the window will stay open until any key would be pressed. It should be IMShow. Great. Now let's run it and see the result. We are expecting 2 images. One is the previous one, the show function. Let's disclose it, and this is the result, our manual result. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial as well. You are most welcome to subscribe my channel. Bye bye.